Guys, so let's get started. Today we're gonna make the Slouchy hat, and I'm gonna be using this impeccable yarn by Loops and Thread, and it is a size 4 and the color is Heather. I'm gonna be using two different hooks, a 5.5 and a 6.5. The 5.5 will be for the brim and the 6.5 will be for the body. And we're going to start off with the brim. Let me try to find the inside of this yarn. Give me 1 minute. And here it is. And for this one, we're gonna chain 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then go back the other way and chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should have 6. And now we're going to turn our work, and you could either chain 1 or you can just go right in, and I like to go right in there and just do my first single crochet, and then the next one is in the back loop. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the very last one I also like to go through both loops. 6. Okay, and you're gonna continue this pattern of 6 back loop double crochets all the way until you have your desired length. And when I finish this one, I will tell you how many rows I did. Okay. To stand up, I can't see. There we go. I'll see you guys at the end of my rows. Okay, so I've completed my the length of my headband, and I completed or made 68 rows. So now I'm just gonna take both ends, place them together like this, and I'm gonna single crochet to attach them. And I had 6, I was doing 6 single crochets the entire time, so I'm gonna do also 6, make sure that I do 6. So that's 1, 2, go through this side, and I'm weaving in this tail as I go. 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna go in this last one here. And make my 6 single crochet. So now that's completely attached, and I'm gonna chain 1 and do half double crochets all across. So let me pull my yarn. Make sure that since we had 68 rows, we're gonna end up with 68 half double crochets. So I put 1 in here, and in the next one, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue that way till you get all the way back to this side. So I'm at the end of my half double crochet rows, 68 half double crochets, and I'm just gonna slip stitch to the top of the beginning of that row. Oops. And slip stitch. Okay, so now I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna show you, which is something I neglected to do early on in the last video, is I'm gonna show you exactly how to make that mini bean stitch. So you chain 2, and you don't go into the same one, you go into the next one. So you insert your hook, you pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up another loop, and you should have 4 on your hook. Yarn over, go through all of them, and then you chain 1, and this will be the top of your mini bean stitch. You're going to skip the next stitch, and you're going to insert your hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You should have 4, yarn over, go through all 4, and chain 1. Skip a stitch, go in the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 4, chain 1, skip, go in the next one. So you're going to continue doing this pattern, skip and mini bean stitch, all the way around. Okay, and I'm going to continue, and I'll see you at the end. So I'm at the end of my row. I have 34 bean stitches completed. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that row, and I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to get ready to turn my work and continue my bean stitches. So you're going to keep repeating this pattern of bean stitches and turning your work, and you're going to do at least 20 rows. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. When I complete my 20th row, I will come back and show you what my work looks like so far, and then I will help you show you how to do the decreases so that you can cinch off your hat at the top. So keep working on those bean stitches, and I'll see you at the end of row 20. Okay, and remember, here you've chained, now you're going the other way. You're going to insert right in that first one, pull up a loop, and continue your bean stitches that way. Okay, all right, see you guys on the 20th row. Okay guys, I'm getting to the end of my 20th row, and I'm slip stitching to the top. I'm just gonna chain 2 and turn my work. This is what it looks like so far. And so I have 20 rows of mini bean stitches, and now for the rest of the rounds, they're all going to be decreasing rounds. So we're going to begin to taper the hat back up again, as we have this wider section here in the middle. But for row 21, you're going to do 7 mini bean stitches and 2 together. That's the pattern. Okay, and we're going to start right in the first hole here, 1 and 2. You have 4 on your hook, chain 1, and remember to go into the first little hole here, 1 and 2. That's bean stitch number 2. I'm going to show you how to do the decrease. Oops, you don't yarn over, just go in and 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So for the decrease, I'm gonna pull this yarn further out. You're gonna do a regular bean stitch, go in, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. You still have the 4, but instead of closing it off, you're going to go into the next one and do the same exact thing. Pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. You should have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over, go through all 7 loops and chain 1. And that's your 2 mini bean stitches together. Okay, and so you're going to continue doing that all the way to the end. 7 bean stitches and 2 together, 7 bean stitches and 2 together. Round 22, you're going to do 6 mini bean stitches and then 2 together. Round 23, you're going to do 5 mini bean stitches and 2 together, and so on. You'll continue to do that. 4 and 2 together, 3 and 2 together, 2 and 2 together, 1 and 2 together. And then round 28, you're gonna just do a full round of 2 together. And for the last end, you're just gonna slip stitch, leave a long tail, cut and weave in, close off the hole. But I'll show you how that looks like. So for right now, I'm gonna do a couple of rows and show you how my decreases are looking on my hat. This is row 21, and I am doing 7 mini bean stitches and 2 together. Okay, keep doing that until the end of your round. So I finished my round 21, and for round 22 I chained 2 and I did 1 mini bean stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I'm gonna do 2 together. And so just as before, you go in, yarn over, go in, and before you complete that one, you go into the next one, yarn over, go in again. You should have 7. Go through all 7 and chain 1. And I'm going to continue to do 6 more and then 2 together. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory for the next few rounds. For this one is 6 mini bean stitches and 2 together, and like I said before, the next round will be 5 and 2 together, 4 and 2 together, and so on until you have 2 together through the whole entire round. So I'm not going to keep showing you how to do this. I'll come back when I get closer to the end of my project to show you what it looks like, okay? So I'm about to start round 26, where I crochet 2 mini bean stitches and then 2 together. Here it is, and this is what my hole is starting to look like, so it's getting a little smaller. But I'm going to continue doing 2 and 2 together, and I'm going to come back when I'm on round where it's just the 2 together. So here we're going to do round 28, which is 2 together all around. It gets a little tricky now that this hole is smaller, and so just make sure you're going in the right place. And 1 and 2 there. I got 7 on my loop. And go in here, put a loop, and the next one is here, and over, go back in, go through all 7. Go in here. Oh, I keep forgetting I want to close it off, but I have to go in the next one because it's 2 together. do we have one more? That's in here. We just have the one. So I just do the one. And I'm gonna attach to the top of that. Slip stitch. And that was 2 together. And that's it. This is what my hole looks like. That's left. I'm gonna go grab some scissors. I'm gonna leave a long tail so that I can weave in the ends. And so I'm gonna go through the top. I'm actually gonna go in and out of these stitches. In and out. Sorry, I'm off camera there. And just kind of cinch it a little bit. And then I'm gonna go across. And then I like to fold it the other way and go across the other way. And for this time, I'm gonna leave a little loop, go through there, and make a little knot to secure it. And then I'm gonna pull it in through the inside, and I'm gonna weave in the ends. Pull it out, and that's it. It is finished. I'm gonna pull away a little bit so you could see. This is what the finished hat looks like, a little curved in here because remember, we're cinching it in at the top. And this is what it looks like. And remember, this stitch is reversible, so even though my little single crochet is visible here, I could turn the hat inside out, and except I haven't weaved in my end, and wear it both ways. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.